Hi, and welcome back to my channel. For those who are just joining, my name is Bree, also known as High Cheeks. And for today's look, I'll be doing this soft glam natural look with a focus around skincare. Because great makeup starts off with good skincare. And please enjoy. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell at the bottom so you'll be notified of new uploads. Also, follow me on Instagram at highcheeks.c.mua. And I hope that you guys have a happy new year with great skincare. Bye. So after I cleanse my face, I like to go on with a treatment step, and I'm going to be using my Murad Revitalixir Recovery Serum. And what it does, it combats stress-induced aging, fine lines, dullness, and uneven texture. So I'm going to put that all over. And it allows your skin to be instantly revitalized. Next, I like to go on with my Tarte Mermaid Skin Hyaluronic Acid that not only gives your skin firmness, but also moisturizes. So I'm gonna rub that in all over, because we know that in the winter is our most drying time of year, and we need as much moisture and hydration as possible. And anything that gives your skin that much more hydration as well as combats dullness is very important, because that also helps to fight against signs of aging. So I'm just tapping that in. And it gives like a nice tacky texture to it, so that way it will grip the foundation. So now I'm gonna go in with my Bioessence Squalene Peptide Under Eye Gel. And what this does, it actually plumps underneath your eyes, and then it also fights fine lines, puffiness, and dark circles. And it also contains hyaluronic acid, which is so key and vitally important to a skincare routine. And the great thing about hyaluronic acid is it doesn't matter if you're oily, dry, normal, combination skin, you can use it. So I'm just tapping that in, tapping. And look at the technique of how I'm tapping it in. So I'm tapping it up and out, the way the gravity is. Because if you rub back and forth, it actually can bruise that area. Now keep in mind that the area underneath your eye has the thinnest layer of skin that's on your face. So when you're doing it, you wanna make sure that you're tapping back and forth, so that way you're not bruising that area. So back and then up in the orbital bone. Because it won't make any sense you're using those products and you're bruising the area that you're trying to prevent fine lines or puffiness and dark circles. So before I moisturize my face, I'm gonna put a little bit more moisture back in my lips. It is very important that you also wanna fight signs of aging in that area as well. So what I like to go in with is my Laneige Sleeping Mask. I use this day and night because it just gives me that extra moisture that, again, I need for my lips. It not only does that, but it also combats dryness and fine lines. And it comes with the cutest little spatula to apply. So I'm gonna put that all over. Oh, it smells so good. No taste to it. I don't know why you would, but actually, yes, I do. Because when I was growing up, I used to lick my lips all the time when I had like chapsticks. But it does, it gives you that moisture. Now I'm gonna go in with my moisturizer, and I'm gonna be using the Origins Original Skin. I don't know if you can see that. Original Skin with Willow Herb, which not only hydrates, but it also keeps me mattified. So I'm gonna take a little bit of that, and it also combats against dullness and unevenness in your skin as well. Take a little bit, it all. Now that we have our skin prep, we're gonna go in with our foundation application. But first, we're gonna prime, because it doesn't make sense to do all of those steps for your preparation and then do not prime to protect your skin for the foundation you're gonna put on. It doesn't matter how gentle or how light the foundation is, you still wanna have that barrier between your skin and the foundation. So now I like to go on with my Too Faced Prime and Peachy Cooling Matte Primer, because not only does it smooth, but it also blurs the lines as well as brightens. So we definitely want that in our skin. And I'm gonna press that in all over. So next I'm gonna go on my foundation, which is the Tarte Amazonian Clay in the shade Deep Honey. One of the things I really like about this particular foundation is that not only does it have SPF 15 in it, which helps to protect your skin against the sun's rays, but it also contains vitamin E that also fights against free radicals. So I'm just gonna put dots all over my face. I'm just going in with my sponge. I put a little bit on my hair. And although I am doing a light look today, I still wanted to use a foundation that is a little bit fuller coverage. As far as the light, with what I mean by that is I'm not gonna use a lot of heavy eyeshadows or anything. It's just gonna keep everything still looking natural. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put on my concealer, and I am gonna be using my Makeup Forever Ultra HD concealer in the shade Y49. I'm gonna put a little bit of that on the back of my hand. Concealer not only helps to give you coverage, but it also brightens and gives balance back to your skin. So next I'm gonna go in with my Makeup Forever Ultra HD concealer in shade Y49. And I'm gonna put a little bit of that on the back of my hand, and I'm just gonna tap it through. Because concealer not only helps to brighten underneath your eyes, but it gives you coverage for those areas where you wanna get a nice balance on your skin. It gives you dimension as well. Because usually concealers tend to be a shade or two lighter than your own skin tone. Or if you're looking just to give yourself a little bit more coverage, concealer will tend to be your own skin tone or as close to it as possible. But that doesn't mean that it takes the place of foundation. Now I'm gonna go on with one of my favorites, which is the Becca Soft Blurring Powder in the shade Golden Hour. Because again, it's gonna give me that lightness. It's gonna still give me like that love your skin within look, but a little bit of soft glow. And we all know how much this girl loves her soft glow. I love it. I just look so radiant. You will too, I promise. So I've just taken a little bit that was in the top, and I'm gonna press it. And remember, I don't let this set my makeup. I just use it primarily to just give me a little bit of a highlight. And I'm just pressing it through all over my cheekbone, because that's really what I use it for. Next, I will be using my Laura Mercier Loose Setting Powder, Translucent Setting Powder to set my makeup. Because again, we're going for the skin within, and although we're not gonna have fallout from any type of eyeshadows, we still wanna make sure that our makeup stays put. So I will be grabbing a little bit of this translucent powder, picking it up with my sponge, and I'm just gonna press it in. And you can even see how light the coverage is. I'm not putting a lot on, a little bit more. Now I am gonna put a little bit more on my nose, only because I do tend to get a little bit oilier in that area. And don't worry, it is a translucent powder, so once everything is done, it's gonna disappear. Now that I have my setting powder on, I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows. I'm gonna do them off camera, but I'll be right back. And I'm back. I did go ahead and do my brows off camera. However, if you would like to see a tutorial on how I do my brows, feel free to comment below and I'll be glad to do one. I also wanted to let you know that I did use my Precisely Brow Pencil from Benefit in shade number 5 when I did that. So now I'm just taking off my excess setting powder. Remember, we're not doing an eyeshadow look, so we're only using it just to set our makeup and not to get any fallout that I might have from eyeshadow. And again, I'm doing my little press and roll method. Gives you that nice airbrush look. It looks like a very nice natural skin within. You loving your skin within look. Press and roll, press and roll. Because remember, skincare and skin within is what we're supposed to love in 2019, right? Now I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit more warmth back in my skin by applying bronzer. I'm gonna use my Anastasia powder bronzer in the shade Mahogany. I'm gonna take my angle brush my EcoTools angle brush, which is my favorite angle brush at the moment. And I'm just going to apply that right underneath my jawline and up into my temple. Because even though it's winter and it's kind of dreary outside, you still want a little bit of color in your life. And I'm putting a little bit of it right on the sides of my nose, the bridge of my nose. I'm bringing it up to my brow. I do want to add a little bit of color, and I do mean actual color, so I am going to go ahead and put a little powder on. I'm just going to be taking one of my go-to Becca powders. It's a trio powder that I love. It's Blush with Light palette. And I'm going to take a little bit, I'm going to mix the lighter shade, which is Wisteria, with the Snapdragon, which is a little bit more on the corally side. I'm going to mix a little bit of the two. Do a light tapping. One thing about Becca blushes is that they're quite pigmented. Actually, a lot of their powder products are quite pigmented. So a little bit goes a long way. It is a very good investment if you do decide to use anything that's Becca. There we go. Just a little bit more life. And now I am going to be going in with a little highlight. Surprise, right? I love my highlights. I mean, who out there loves highlights besides me? Because I love a good highlight. You can never have too much of it. And I'm going to go in with my go-to, which I love so much, which is the MAC Golden Bronze Illuminating Iridescent Highlighter. I'm not going to be using all that, but I'm just taking what's in the cap. That's what I was showing you. Using my nice powdery brush, and I like to press it in and then through to the brow bone. Just a little bit more. And through to the brow bone. Isn't that pretty? We're just gonna take a moment of silence. And enough of that, let's go ahead and do the other side, all right? Tap, through to the brow bone. I may live in the dry north, but doesn't mean that my skin needs to. I know there's a lot of you who would agree with me. I'm pretty sure. So a little highlight, yes. Yes. And as if that isn't enough, we're gonna add just a little bit more, okay? So I'm gonna go with another oldie but goodie to me. The Champagne Pop by Becca, the pressed powder. Putting it right over top. Gives you a little bit more. Yes. This is so pretty. Nice. And like I mentioned before, what I like to do is because I did go a little bit overboard, just a little bit with my highlight this time around, and I don't want it to be as pronounced. So I'm just taking my sponge and I'm kind of diffusing it to tone it down just a little bit. All right. Yes. Now, just to amp it up just a little bit more with my brow bone in particular, I'm gonna go with another Becca product. This is the Light Chaser Highlighter. It's a face and eye pressed cream, like a kind of creamy base. And I'm gonna put that right over my brow bone. Pretty. It gives the iridescence because it's a champagne, what is it? Champagne Dream and Flashes Bellini mixed together. So it gives like a nice iridescent. And that right over the brow bone. And just to kind of tone it down just a little bit in that area, I'm gonna take a brush, a clean brush, and blend it out over my eye so that way it can kind of tone it down. And take a little bit of the Anastasia bronzer, just to tone it down enough. Now I'm gonna add a little mascara. I'm not gonna put on any lashes, I'm just using mascara, and I'm gonna be using the Milk Mascara. It's in the shade Black. Good thing about this product is that it is free of parabens, gluten-free, it's vegan, it's also cruelty-free. But it gives you volume, like look at that, dude. And honestly, with that, you don't even need lashes. If you're going for that nice natural look and you don't want to wear lashes, this is a really good mascara to use. So now we're going to finish off our look. And as you can see, the Laneige Sleeping Mask did exactly what it was supposed to do. It moisturized and soothed our lips. Now I'm going to go in with my lipsticks. I'm actually using two. The first one will be the Bite Amuse Bouche in shade Molasses. Is actually going to act like a liner for me, but I'm going to put it all over my lips, and then I'm going to put another lipstick on over top of it. It's a nice creamy lipstick, a beautiful natural color. To finish off this look, I'm gonna go ahead and put on a lip. And before I do that, as you can see, the Laneige did exactly what it was supposed to do. Not only did it keep me hydrated, but it also moisturized. Now I'm gonna go in with my Tarte Color Splash lipstick in the shade Culotta. And I'm gonna put that all over. Now I know I said that my lips was my final step, but my final step is going in with my Tatcha Luminizing Dewy Mist. And I'm gonna spray that all over. This mist also helps with combating against dullness, fine lines, and dryness in your skin. So I'm putting that all over my lip. And here's the final look. I hope you guys enjoy, and until next time, bye.